Hey, besties. Okay, so it's July, and I figured I'd start the month off with the sim dump for this month. And since we're getting a new expansion pack at the end of this month, I figured I'd make the sim dump have to do something with the storyline of the new pack, where it's love and new worlds, and there's a new career that's a love guru, romance enthusiast, wedding planner. I don't really know. It's a mixture of all three, I think. But basically, this person, her name is Delaney, and I wanted to make her for that particular career, but since the pack isn't out yet, so I thought that her backstory would be that she's a wedding planner in Tartosa, and the second sim is her I think fiance or wife, one of the two, and they sort of have symbiotic businesses because she's the wedding planner slash romance enthusiast, and then her wife is a gardener, and so of course she uses the flowers in all of her endeavors from her wife's business. So they basically help each other out a lot, and they currently live in Tartosa, and I feel they are probably looking into moving into the new world and sort of establishing a business there, since that world is all about love. I feel both of their businesses could really flourish there, and in doing so she'll have a bit of a career swap to romance enthusiast, whatever it's called. I actually don't know. Whatever the career title actually is will be her actual career title. And I just really like these sims. They're very cute. And I used some body presets, which I don't usually do, but I wanted some variety with these sims, so I decided to go for some body presets. And for her style, I wanted her to have some more formal ones, because obviously wedding planners have to dress very formally, because they're usually at the events and stuff, or not the events, the venues. The venues that they have to scout around for their clients. I imagine those venues are very formal, especially in Tartosa, so I imagine that she'd have to dress more formally normally. And then I gave her a more a relaxed everyday outfit for just funsies, because I just think she's so pretty. And for her, I really wanted to utilize my shea butter afro hairs more. I miss that doing that, because I go for more of a varied curl texture and not so much just straight up afros, and I really need to get back into that. And a lot of the more recent videos that I've done, specifically the community makeover video, actually it made me remember that I had afro hairs, so I really wanted to get back into that. But at least as of right now, all I've seen about the new pack is the little teaser trailer, basically, not the gameplay trailer, but the first one. The announcement trailer, I guess. And I don't know, I think it looks cute. I really think it looks cute. I like the world, it looks pretty. I know a lot of people hate on worlds because they think that the resources that go into making worlds could be used to beef up gameplay, and in some cases I agree, but usually I love a good world. I'm sorry. They can give me a new world literally every time. I don't mind. I love new sims, new places to live in, because I feel I've been playing this game for way too long. I need new worlds to live in, or I will go actually insane. So I really appreciate a new world, and especially when that looks good. And they've been really killing it with the aesthetics of worlds lately. I'm skipping over Tamaran because the aesthetics were beautiful, gorgeous, lovely world, but it was extremely empty, and they were really doing a better job the past couple of years, really from the beginning till now, of making worlds that felt more lived in, compared to the Sims 3, where they had a bunch of ghost towns basically, and ghost venues. They were doing really well, and then Tomarang hit, And I was like, you know what? I'll let you have this one failure. But it's a beautiful world, like beautiful world, beautiful culture. Love that. Love the representation. But it really is empty. Like I don't think I even play in that world. I don't think I've ever played. Like I've built in that world. I've posed my Sims in that world. I've never actually played in Tamara. Because like I feel like there's no point, you know? And I'm hoping that this new world is not like that. And it feels like the other ones, like how like the other ones felt. A lot more lived in, a lot of culture, a lot of fun Sims, a lot of good venues. Hopefully they're like enlisting people, specifically people of whatever culture they're trying to represent in game, to build and make Sims, because that's what really got me the last couple times. This is kind of like the rant section of this Simmed Up video, but like what really killed me with like Mount Gomerebi, that world, and that pack, and really Tomrong too, they didn't enlist anybody, but like they should have. Like if you're gonna do a cultural world based on a real culture, enlist simmers from that culture. Like they exist, like I promise you they do. Like everybody around the world plays the Sims. Like I'm sure you could find some people that know how to build, that know how to make Sims, that are like creative. I'm sure you can find them. Like it cannot be that hard. But they get like the same 10 white simmers and like love them. Listen, don't get me wrong, no shade, love them down, but I'm sure even they could probably understand why it's a little suspicious to me that like they're getting these opportunities and they're having to do research to make sure that they're representing the culture correctly, when there are people that don't need to do research because it's their culture that could do the exact same thing that they're doing, and probably better, because again, they don't have to do research, like they just know these things. So I hope I'm pretty sure this new world is based on Mexico. I'm sure that there are Mexican simmers, like I promise you there are. Just if they're gonna do that like route of enlisting simmers, like I need them to find some Mexican simmers for this pack. Okay. I think that's my rant over. We move on to the second sim, and her name is Fern, and I know it's really stereotypical because like she's a gardener, but I don't want to really hear that, you know. I like the name Fern, and so I'm sticking with it. You can rename her if you download her, but I just think it was pretty, you know, and it fit her career, so you know. And I gave her dimples because again, I've really been trying to like branch out, and I know I say this literally every cast video for like the past 10 cast videos, but I really am trying to branch out and be more like diverse in my representation and use things that I don't usually use. So yeah, and I was really just enjoying like the vibes of these Sims, and I'm really excited to learn more about the new pack. That was really what inspired me to make these Sims, was like the new pack and seeing it. And I just got really excited. I know I've seen some mixed like reviews and emotions on the timeline, but you know, like I thought it was kind of cute, you know. Really and truly at this point, I'm one of those simmers, like I just want new content, as long as it's not buggy and it doesn't break my game entirely, and it at least works the way that it's advertised. That's really all I want. Like I'm really not asking for much. I'm really not. I've been playing this game too long, and I know how EA gets down, so like we're gonna be getting this content whether we want it or not, so I might as well want it, you know what I mean? Like I might as well get into whatever it is that they are throwing our way and stop complaining about it, because they clearly don't want to do that little break thing that a lot of people like suggested, or that they showed that they could do with Spa Day, where they like redid Spa Day basically, and now it's a hit when it started off as like a flop basically. And they could do that with literally every single pack, but again, we know how EA gets down. I don't think that's really happening, and I don't think their little experiment with Spa Day went the way that they wanted it to go, because we've never gotten a refresh since then. It's been years, I think like at least 2 or 3, maybe more, I don't even know, but like it's been a long time, and they very much could have done another refresh and they haven't. So if they're just gonna keep pumping out content, I might as well enjoy it. because it's clearly not going to stop anytime soon. And if Project Renee is not The Sims 5 and it keeps going the way that it looks like I think it's going, I'm still going to be playing The Sims 4. So I might as well get into it and accept the content that's coming my way. Because I don't think I'm going to enjoy Project Renee if it's like basically The Sims Mobile. Like I might have to skip that one. But going back to Fern, this hair from Simindy, I think it's one of like the newest hairs that they released. Love it so much. It's like the best braids hair I've ever seen, and that's saying something. Like, it just looks so good. Usually there's always a little bit something off when it comes to like box braids and sim hair, whether it's like from EA or like CC. Usually there's always a little something off, like the edges will be weird or like the textures will be weird, but like this hair just beautiful, like lovely. Somebody commissioned it and I really would just like to celebrate them a little bit because they quite literally saved my life. Like I love giving my Sims box braids, but like it's so hard because I always overthink things and I don't like having my Sims have like the same hairstyle for every single outfit. So I need like an up variation, like a down variation, and while this hair doesn't have that necessarily, I do have enough box braid hairs that like I could sort of mimic it, but like it's a staple. It's so good. I love it. And there's like an overlay which I couldn't find. I don't know if I downloaded it, but I will be. There's an overlay for this hair where it makes like the bottom section like a different color, like whatever color you want, and I'm so excited about that and to actually use it. And I really wish there was one where it was just like an up. I don't know, this hair, it's so good. I'm so excited about it. I just wish there was more like variants, like one where it was like all up or like to the side or something. I don't know. I'm very happy about it, and the texture is perfect, and it's still Max's Match. Because I feel like some of like the best, like a lot of the best black hair for a very long time only used to be alpha. So I'm really happy that like we're getting somewhere with Max's Match. Well, we're basically almost done with this video at this point. I've ranted through like 75% of it. And I didn't really mean to, but like it just sort of happened that way. We should probably end on like a positive note, right? Okay, so I'm like putting out all the good vibes for the new pack. I want it to be really, really nice. I want the gameplay to be really, really nice. And I mean, I don't think the community will ever be completely on board with it because there's never like 100% satisfaction rate, but like I just want it to satisfy me, you know, like I want it to be enough that like I have a little something new to do for like a good couple months in the game without getting too bored, you know. That's all I want. That's really it. But I gave them a bunch of like likes and dislikes, some that like sort of were the opposites of each other because I thought that would like be fun to play with, and obviously some to like match each other so that way they would still have like good compatibility. And yeah, we're about to get into the screenshots, but I just wanted to, you know, end it on a good note with all the positive vibes. And these ones will definitely be up on Patreon by this weekend because I am no longer behind. I caught up on like all the other Sims that I had promised. So if you're interested, check Patreon. It's linked in the description box below. But let me know what you guys think of The Sims. If you use them, let me know. Tag me on like Twitter or anywhere else that you post them. You can find all my socials in the description box. But I will see you in the next video.